All right, let's get started. Welcome everyone. I hope everyone's going well tonight. So yeah, let's fix up a bug. Now, I tried fixing it up last night, but couldn't replicate it, but then I couldn't replicate it. It's one of those sort of weird cases, so I wasn't awake enough to figure stuff out. So tonight, I'm awake. Let's look at this bug. All right, cool. So, going into here, npm run, I'm going to run watch. We've got the latest data in here. We're going to put on debug mode. We're going to go over here. We're going to go localhost. I'm going to open up this. I'm going to bump this off to the right. And we're just waiting for this to be compiled completely. There it is. Done. Alright, gonna refresh. I'm gonna find an object. Let's go all the way down. Let's go into the Kanban board. Now, if I click on this one and I go sprint 2 and I just go save and continue, it works. And then I hit refresh and it's back up here. Ooh, all right, so it didn't quite work. This is probably going to be a really easy bug. See, I thought I couldn't replicate this on this thing, but that's perfectly fine. So if I click on this, I'm going to move the network to the left. I'm going to do the exact same thing again. I'm going to move it down the sprint and I'm going to hit save and continue. If I go XHR, oh, we've got a couple of, go run the Minio. If I click on XHR, we've got an update card. We go into the request. We've got the Kanban card text, brand new card. Card description has come through. Kanban level, which is this one, which is a 2. And the Kanban column, which is also a 2. So yeah, that should match up. And I'm hitting update card. So I'm just gonna copy this. I'm gonna go over here. I'm just gonna paste that in and we're gonna click on this particular one. We're like, all right, cool. Right hand click, go to that implementation. No socks, come here. Say hi to everyone. All right, you gonna say hi? Nah, she's not gonna say hi. Okay. Don't sit on my keyboard. So it comes through here. It looks like we are. Okay, let's do a little bit more testing. So I'm going to hit save and continue. So that's sprint 2, brand new card. I'm going to bump into the back end. All right, and we are going to find that particular card itself. It is number 37. So I am just going to, there it is. I'm just clicking on a random one and we can change the URL to 37. And then what we got in here is we've got the Kanban column blocked, Kanban level sprint 2. Oh, I think this is why. I think the pages are cached. All right, and we're on ads. Welcome everyone. I hope everyone's going well. Excuse me, I do know I'm just double checking a message. All right. Sorry about that. I knew I had to respond to someone just before stream and absolutely forgot. So yeah. Hopefully everyone's going well. It is Friday. I'm probably going to grab myself a drink in a minute. So yeah. But we've got 45 seconds left. So yeah. Let's mess up the cube like we usually do. I won't be able to solve it in the amount of time, but that's perfectly fine. We'll just start it with the top sort of stuff. Easy done. Easy done. We're getting the second road out very quickly. And I think the ad break is just over now. Oh, 10 seconds. Oh, I could have kept going and potentially solved this in time. All right. And I know you guys are back, but here we go. It's just done. All right, welcome back. And hey, Rizbuzz, how are you going? Hopefully you're going well. Now, I think this is caching. So if I unclick that and I go on brand new card and I move it up to sprint 1, save and continue, it does its thing here. If I hit refresh, it's saying it's down there, but if I refresh, was that 37 we moved? Oh, maybe not. What the hell's happening? Because they should both be the same thing. So there's Kanban level. If I go here, save and continue. There's Kanban level. And they should both be hitting the same. So it should now be at 2. No, it's not. Why? I'm just going to put a little breakpoint here. I'm just going to resend. So we've hit this. I'm just going to go forward by 1. So the Kanban card update, if we expand it, we should get the Kanban level ID is 2. And I'm just going to hit play. Waffles and AMD Syrup, how are you going? Welcome back. I need to determine if it is cache or not. Sorry, Socks, you're on the cord. How's the project going? Good, good. It's going actually really, really good. We are going to start implementing OAuth soon, so people can start using it, like opening up an API and stuff like that. So we're currently in the research stage of that. Otherwise, we've met all our targets for this particular month. So hopefully this weekend I have some time and I'll sit down and read and watch some OAuth sort of stuff for Django. So yeah, it's going good. We are just figuring out why this isn't working now. I'm a bit confused. Because we are moving card 37. Update card request. We are updating 37. And good morning, Carl Cod. How are you? Can't stay long. Got to take the kids to school, but I thought to say hi. Well, welcome back. How are you going? Hopefully you're going good. So yeah, we are just figuring out a weird bug at the moment. So to save and continue and save and close, they're meant to be hitting the same method, except the save and close, there's a wrapper around that method, and what it does is it runs the save and continue, and then it closes the modal. So I don't know why save and close works. and it's hitting this, and we hit this, and then it closes, and then this will update. That's a bit weird. So yeah, we're gonna have to check the code. So going into here, let's minimize everything. Let's open up NearBeach. Let's open up the source, JavaScript components, Kanban cards. So card information. It's card information, I do believe, is where we're sending this. So if we scroll down, no, this will be on the card details. So they're both update card. And then there's the close modal thing. Oh, hold on. Card column, card level. Ooh, we might be hitting a... Okay, I might be doing something else. So, yeah. But we're sending the card information to the back. Yeah, this is Kanban level 2. Well, this is a doozy one. All right, so I'm assuming we're going into different destinations. So I'm going to put in console log got to different destinations. So I'm making sure we're hitting this particular one. Now we're just got to wait a couple of seconds for this to recompile. There we go. We're going to hit refresh. We're going to open up this. We are going to go, no, this belongs in card level 1. We're going to hit save. This will hit here where the current Kanban level ID is 2. If I move forward 1, Kanban level is now 1. So it is sending it back here. And it should save it. So Kanban card update, brand new card. Let's have a look at the Kanban card ID is 37, so it's the correct card that we're modifying. Then we've got the new destination, old destination. And then that gets sent back. And the index is 0, but the Kanban level hasn't changed. What? Weird. All right, we're going to have to open up the database too. So, problem. 1. Confirm data has been sent back. Back correctly. 2, check the SQL. Because in reality, if we are hitting this update, so this update here after we update the level and the column, we should be able to see that SQL. So I'm going to do that right now, and it only happens when we save and continue. So if I go into another sprint and I hit the console, got to a different destination. All right, so it is here. We step forward, we step forward. Oh, I didn't get the shoot. I'm just gonna hit play. I'm gonna save and continue again. So we step forward. I don't think there will be an SQL prompt in here. Yeah, no. But we can see that the Kanban level is set to 2, so sprint 2. All right, in this sort of case, it's kept at sprint 2. Let's move it back to sprint 1, save and continue. Still at 2. I'm just going to hit save and continue again. Okay. So it works if I do it twice. Okay. I think I know why. So we save it here, but if you have a look here, we then redo some extra stuff down here. So the Kanban card, index, and all that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do is new destination, old destination. Is I'm going to go Kanban card update equals. I'm going to oh, we've got it there. I'm going to comment that out. I'm going to comment that out. I'm going to keep the card in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to save at the last minute. Okay, we're going to hit refresh. I'm going to hit refresh on this. So this is in sprint 1. We are now moving this to sprint 2, save and continue. So it does its thing. And if we have a look at the Kanban card update, it should be Kanban level 2. Kanban level 2. Gonna hit enter. There we go. All right, cool. So Why was this so weird? I think because we had multiple different saves, it was just causing issues, and it was probably overriding a previous save. So getting rid of these will help. So what I'll do is save late as multiple saves causes an overwrite issue. Override. All right. All right. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's the solution. We'll test it more. If we move it, save and close there. Oh, I should get rid of this. And just hit play. Alright, so it's there. So it should be in 1. There it is in 1. If I now move it back to 2, save and continue. It's back to 2. If I move it to completed, save and continue, hit refresh, Kanban column is completed. It's still in number 2. All right, cool. I think that's it. I think we had an issue where I just had multiple saves and it was just overriding some data that I had set. All right, I'm going to put that in. The issue was caused by the fact we had multiple saves. I have removed all the saves and left it so there is only 1. Now, the sprints should work. So I do want to double check the sprints. I want to move it out of completed. I want to go blocked, and I want to go save and continue. Now, that should just instantly work. The sprint, yeah, sort order is, sorry, not sprints. The sort order is correct. We're all happy with that. Okay, cool. So, yeah, this is ready for direct testing. Oh, what was the diffs? Oh yeah, we got rid of, yep. Oh, I need to get rid of that console log. Copy that, and I'm going to paste this in, and I'm just going to go git push. Another thing we have implemented, and this is mainly for mobile phones and stuff like that, but we've gotten rid of the oh, I haven't implemented Agent Chronicles. What was git add dot? I'm trying to start using git myself. All right, cool. Give me a minute, and I'll show you live examples and stuff like that. So I'm going to fix this where we can double click on this particular thing, and it will minimize that. So we had a complaint come in being like that arrow is a little too small on mobile. Can we make the green bar collapsible? And I was like, yeah, sure, easy. That's not going to be a problem. So I want to go and make that change. That is running. npm run watch. All right. So what we want to do is we want not card information. We want Kanban board. Actually, an easy way to do it is we just read this and we go Kanban level div. Instead of having to go down all the cycle. All right, so this would be the Kanban board, create the level. So vbind, get expanded class. And what I'm going to do, cool, is I'm going to move this actually higher up. So it's going to be on there. So we've got this compiling at the moment. There we go. I'm going to hit refresh. And anywhere now means that I can collapse and expand stuff. Now, getting back to your Git questions. Sorry, so we've got Git status. In here, we've got a bunch of files and so forth like that. So what I've done is git add that. So the dot actually means everything that's listed there. Now there are times that you don't want to do that and you actually want to list, let's say, one particular file. A good reason why that might be the case is you might have edited your config files or stuff like that, or you've done something somewhere else and you're like, oh, I've got to do this quick push, I'll just write this code in and then I'll push it instead of stashing all my work. So that will add it to the commit that you're going to put into GitHub or whatever source management system you're using, Bitbucket, GitLab, there's a multitude of them. So there's one way where you go git add and you add in either a directory or a particular file. In my case, I've had a look at every single file and I want to add all of them in. That full stop is just include all of them. So if we now go to git status, you can now see that we have now added that into the commit. And then what I want to do is I want to write a git commit message. So user feature request Kanban board Kanban board level now collapses and expands when user clicks on green bar. All right, so there it is, and then we can git push that code up into our repository. So I'll show you what that looks like on GitHub. So I'm pushing it to GitHub. I've got and this is open source, so you can actually view this change right now. In fact, the NearBeach repository is there. So I pushed it into our develop branch. So if we go into our develop branch, you can click on this commit. You can see feature request Kanban board level now collapses and expands when user clicks on green bar. And there's our change. So yeah, there are other tools that do the same thing. So there's Mercurial, Git. Those are the only two that I know of. These tools are used to sort of track changes happening in a code base. There are times where you might put something in and then a bug starts appearing and you're like, what has changed? So you go back in the code and you're like, all right, cool, this is being changed. This should be this way or something like that. There's times where I've accidentally pushed in bugs. It's part of programming. You program in the bugs. Don't fall off the desk, sweetie. You're really close. Sorry, my cat socks. She's currently very close to the edge of the desk and has fallen off before. So yeah, hopefully that explains what the git add dot means, but yeah, you can add single files or folders. So if I wanted to add in a source directory, I can go git add src / and it'll add that in. All right, cool, yeah. And welcome to programming. So yeah, it's fun, I enjoy it. I am fixing up, actually that was a feature request that commit, but I fixed up another bug, which, yeah, I didn't realize that would have caused issues. So now that I know that, if I come across it again, I'll be like, all right, cool, I've got to put the save at the very end. Anyway, Socks, no, you're walking around the keyboard like you want to sit on it. No. Come on, you're getting your force cuddles. All right, let's go into here. So we've done that one. I am not ready for this because I haven't done any reading on how I want to tackle this problem. So I'm gonna push those up. We might just go into bug testing mode. Yeah, pagination. And it's been a while, and I really... Oh. I mean, we could tackle that one. Don't know. How do you send your files to the hosting provider if you are working on a website? All right, there are multiple different ways of how to do this. And it all depends how you want the system to go. All right, cool. Let's just go over here. So, deployment process. We'll start with the easiest one. Oh, all right, thank you, Socks. So, there are, depending what service and framework you're using, depends how you would do this. But there are some frameworks that get compiled and stuff like that into sort of static sites. I'm thinking of all the Jamstacks type of... can you not... Sweetie, I am trying to do stump. All the Jamstack sort of stuff. So what you could do is you could use pipelines to deploy code. And I'm going to give two examples. So one pipeline might be like Vercel, I think it is. I'm trying to remember. She keeps coming back to cause trouble. I think that was the one I used. But what actually happened was I had source code and I had a pipeline. So the pipeline is an automatic action. Think GitHub Actions. Essentially, when I was like, all right, cool, I'll commit something to the master branch. This action was like, okay, cool, something got committed. I'm going to compile this code. And what is compiled, I'm going to put on the web server. So that's the easiest sort of way. And I think I did that with Vercel. I'm not 100% sure. It might have been Netafly, but it's been a couple of years since I've actually done it. And it was a set and forget sort of thing I did. Another option where you might use a pipeline to deploy code, and I've done this with, so I've done this with the Embraco builds. And I've done this with .NET builds. Is very similar. You might use a pipeline that sort of compiles the code and then puts the code on the web server. However, you've set up the web server yourself. So you've had to actually initially set up the web server so that it has all the configurations set up. So for example, what database it's connecting to and so forth like that. And that's how we handle CMSs with the auto deployment. It's, yeah, pretty stock standard. To use Git. So in the past, I have used Git. So what will actually happen is someone will push into the master branch and stuff like that. we would shake it out on a non-productive environment. If we were happy with it, we'll go on to production, do a git pull, and usually refresh the Apache server. So yeah, that's what we've done in the past. Oh, there's an ad. All right, cool. Sorry. There are ads, and I don't know if you've got ads or anything like that. So yeah, I won't. Yep, you ad. All right, cool. That's we're in ad time, and I'll wait till you're back before I say thank you for the follow. So yeah, for those on YouTube, yeah, we're running ads on Twitch. You don't get ads on YouTube, so you get to see my pretty face. Every now and then we will solve a Rubik's Cube. So yeah. You might even see me do some exercises for my shoulder if you're lucky. I need to start doing more of them. I feel like I can do a lot on stream. So, yes. How are we doing with time? 40 seconds. Alright. Okay, that's got to be that color. Socks. Socks, you're on my keyboard. Alright. So we've got all the centers. Alright, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2. Alright. So, welcome back everyone. Yep, alright. So during the ads I didn't do any you didn't miss out on anything Agent Chronicles, and thank you very much for the follow. Greatly appreciate. I do hope you are enjoying my content. So another method is git. So what will happen is something gets pushed, you jump on the server, you git pull it in, you do a refresh of Apache. I'm assuming this is like WordPress or something like that. This method works for those sort of frameworks where you don't compile. So your WordPresses and your Laravels and stuff like that, and your Djangos. So yeah. Now the third method is manual. FTP. For you, it's just regular HTML. Yeah, like the first two might just work. If it's just regular HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, you can definitely just use Git and just pull those changes directly onto the web server. The other way is the manual. So back in the day, I used to do a lot of FTP. So actually dropping the files on and stuff like that. If you need to compile locally, you need to compile locally and then push. That's in case you're using like a .NET sort of build. So yeah, those are the ways how you would mostly deploy your code. However, I would Socks, can you get off the fucking mouse? Jesus. Sorry, she keeps doing that. So, if you're actually building an application, and I've lost my train of thought because my mouse went crazy. If you're building an application and you want to actually deploy your application to customers, depending how you, once again, this depends on your framework and stuff like that. So if you're doing a .NET, you can always use, you can compile it and use NuGet to actually deploy it to them. Otherwise, there's new tools out there now like Docker, Podman, and so forth like that. So yeah, Socks. No, in your bed. No, in your bed. Stay. Just bed on the desk and everything. So yeah, those are your options. So if you're deploying for yourself, those are the top three. If you're deploying to customers, Docker, Podman, and so forth like that. Can you listen? You come on camera. All right, here she is. She's her cuddle meter is down, hence she wants to stand right in front of me and stuff like that. So yeah. Yeah, I would say green. A very light yellowy green. So yeah, I've had her almost 10 years, so she's turning 11 soon. I got her when she was 1 year old. And she's still as cheeky as ever. Fluffball of awesome, yes. And lots of fluff. I love a lot of fluff. Trust me, I need to upgrade the webcam just so you guys can see how much fluff flies around at this time of year. So yeah, I'm brushing her off and there's little fluff balls that actually attach themselves to my face. Whoa, nearly fell over. Alright, let's get back into it. Make sure I'm on the right screen. Yep. Alright, so we've done that, yeah, I'm moving the pagination on. We can look at the duplicate tasks on a single day of my planner, but I haven't figured out how I want to solve that, and I think at the moment my only thought is, because it's such a minor bug, it's actually not a normal, it's a minor bug. It's not ruining anyone's experience or anything like that. Unassigned issues. Log into NearBeach, navigate to an open Kanban board, create a card and assign it to yourself, archive the card, go to my planner, assign the card for today's work. Ooh, alright. Hold on. What happened? And thank you very much for the subscription. Greatly appreciated. Yeah. So all money that is collected through stream and stuff like that is actually going back into NearBeach. So yeah, we are currently saving up for UI UX developer to come in and help us clean up the UI UX. So, because you are going to start pressing buttons on the iPad again, aren't you? Alright, with this particular one, this is normal priority. I don't know why I didn't assign it to myself. What's NearBeach? NearBeach is this open source project management system that I am currently working on. So yeah, this is what we're quite literally, yeah. So at the moment, you can see the Kanban board, where you can move cards around and so forth like that. The idea being you can gather basic organization customer details. From there, you gather user requirements and break them down into smaller requirement items. You can then create projects and tasks. You can use a Kanban board to visually represent the cart, everything moving around. And then when you're ready to deploy, you've got a request for change system. So yeah, that's what we're working on. And Socks' tail is moving my mouse around. Alright, so where was I? I don't know. I was over here. So we got a bug. I'm going to try and replicate this bug. So we log into NearBeach, we create a card, we assign it to ourselves, and then we archive that card. So I am going to go over here. I'm going to be like, assign this card to myself. We don't need much for that. We're just going to do that. We're going to open up this again. We're going to go users. We're going to add user. I think I'm in as the admin user at the moment. So we're just going to put in admin user. In fact, let's also put in dark admin just for shits and giggles. I'm going to close that. And then I'm going to go to the front end. So we should see down here, assign this card to myself. So this is under stuff that's assigned to me on the dashboard. If I archive these cards and I refresh, it disappears. So we have actually fixed that before. I am trying to remember when we fixed it. I think I do remember when we fixed it. I forgot what version. So we're just going to go to the releases very quickly. It wasn't 2 weeks ago, was it? No. I think it was with this one, and we just didn't assign it correctly. I'm going to go into a version. And the state, I'm going to say it's fixed. I'm going to write it was fixed, but don't know what version. Easy done. Okay. So we've only got one bug in here. Let's have a look at my current issues. Duplicate task, that's a minor sort of task. All of those. Kanban card does not ask user if they want to save during changing tabs. Oh, yeah. I need to start researching that one. All right. So, because you're going on the camera. Because you keep causing trouble. Actually, what does it look like? Yeah, there we go. So that's what she's currently doing. This is sometimes what I've got to put up with. Like, I'll be at work and she'll be like, ooh, there's something underneath there. So originally I wanted to use Git to download a template and keep track of the changes the template original maker made. Yep, well, that's a good thing about Git is, yeah, you can actually do that. It's not on Git on their side. So I was like, okay, if I make my own Git, work on my changes, then when they update the template, I somehow import theirs and compare it to the original one I committed and then implement the same changes on my version. Makes sense? Yes, I don't know why they're not doing version control. Because yeah, the idea of if they make a change and stuff like that, it should follow through. Unless you've forked it. Alright, hang on. This is a good question. I haven't actually done this before, so git fork. Pull from original. So pull new updates from original GitHub repository into fork GitHub repository. Alright, cool. So I'm assuming you forked. I forked someone's repository on GitHub and would like to update my version with commits and updates made in the original repository. These were made after I forked my copy. All right, yep. I can see this fitting what you're talking about. How can I pull changes that were made in the original and incorporated them into my repository? You have to add the original repository, the one you forked, as a remote from the GitHub documentary. Ooh, all right, cool. So once your clone is complete, your repo will have a remote called origin that points your fork on GitHub. Don't let the name confuse you. This does not point to the original repo you forked from. To help keep track of the repo, we'll add another remote called upstream. Well, I just go to the template hosting website. I manually download it. Okay. So they're not using. Okay. So if they're not using any sort of Git source control that you've got access to or anything like that, then yeah, downloading it and using a tool like Beyond Compare to see what differences are made and then applying those particular differences could work perfectly fine. My recommendation when you do this is you're going to have a couple of versions. All right. So you've got your version. And I'm going to keep this down here. All right. Then you've got their last version. And then their current version. Oops, sorry, I need to. Yeah, I don't have much space. Oh, what happened now? Alright, hang on. Sorry, I've had to move the mouse because this happens every single time Socks's tail touches the mouse. It goes funky. And then their latest. And what you could do is you can compare these two versions and get a delta. So I'm going to reference, so compare versions. To get delta. And this is going to be very manual. And then once you've got that delta, you can then think about applying it in here. Now, there is going to be a time where you're going to be like, I am not going to implement those changes. There's going to be a time where you're like, no to this particular change. Because your code will eventually get further and further, hopefully, and this is a good thing. Don't get this wrong. This is a good thing. Your code will get further and further away from their vision and stuff like that, because all of a sudden you're like, oh, I need to do this in here and stuff like that. So if you have like a little timeline of their code doing this, your code might start doing something like this, where it slowly seeps away and then becomes its own thing. And the Bob that I know, how are you going? Thank you very much for the resubscription. Welcome, welcome. Hope things are good for you. Lurking over here while finishing up the workday. Yeah, things are going good. So yeah, it's a casual Friday, so I'm not doing much at the moment. We fixed a weird bug. But now that I know why it's a weird bug and how it works, I think if I see it again, I'll be able to, you know, solve it in a lot less time. So yeah, not that it took me, I think it took me 20 minutes to solve. Actually, I'm excluding time I spent on it last night. I spent probably an hour on it last night, and I should retest it out for the client first. Okay, that's something I could do. So yeah. Anyway, Agent Chronicles. I hope that makes sense. That's how I would tackle it if they are not using any sort of version control, or you just don't have access to the version control but do have access to the template. So yeah. But yeah, when this starts happening, that's a good thing. Because all of a sudden, you'll start being like, oh, could I implement this? You know what? I'm going to implement something like this. Cool. Could I do that? Yeah, I'm going to do that. And it becomes your own thing. And there's been a lot of examples of this in the open source world and stuff like that. So for example, Sugar CRM and Sweet CRM. So Sugar CRM used to be open source, and they stopped being open source, so it got forked into Sweet CRM. Sweet CRM is its own thing now, completely and utterly different to Sugar CRM. And yes, she is beautiful, even though sometimes she causes annoyances on the stream, like when she loves to bat the mouse around when I'm trying to draw. All right, there is. Before I forget, let's I do want to test this to confirm this is working for a client. Is that a Wacom tablet? Yes, it is. I got it on special. It's just the very basic one. I don't draw or anything like that, but I do like to write things out, and actually having you guys see me write things out on stream is rather beneficial for everyone, because A, I get to rubber duck onto you guys, and 2, you get to kind of understand what I'm talking about. Okay, we are going to use Browser Stack to test this, because we actually got, and I better, sorry, I've got to do the secret screen because I don't know if it's gonna dox me. All right, it didn't. Cool. Yeah. So we've got to test this on an iPhone. I think they said 15. Let me double check that. What software you use to write on the screen? Oh, this is a free one. I don't have an account with it or anything like that, so these images get saved sort of locally. All right, cool. Sorry, I do need to look up their what phone they use, because I want to specifically test for this particular bug. And they did actually write down what phone they used. All right, bugs. iPhone 15. Yeah, Safari. All right, cool. They are using a 15. I'm going to star that. I'm going to unstar that one, and I'm going to unstar that one. That way I know what clients are using. I got to charge my phone. I'll just use the laptops. Okay, so for those wondering what Browser Stack is, it is a tool which we use to test on different hardware. They've got it set up so this is a real phone. We don't pay for it because we get our free license through being open source. So yeah, there you go. Yeah. All right, so I want to do local stuff. For those wondering, you can actually do local stuff. I need to run that in the terminal. So I want to go over here. I want to open up a new terminal. I want to cd to my downloads. I want to key that in. Cool. So one of the best things is we can set that bridge up and I can test on my local computer on real hardware. And that's it. That's actually on my local computer. So if I add a breakpoint or anything like that, yeah, it will actually it will hit that breakpoint. So I want to do, let's do team leader, because they don't have enough permissions. Let's search for Kanban. Let's click on this. So we want to do the QA team card, and we want this to be that one. I'm just going to hit save and continue. So the card 2 went from the top to the second one. And if I hit refresh, still in the second one, Q18 card. All right, cool. Am I running Linux? Yes, I am. I just use vanilla Ubuntu. I've been using it for, God, well over 2 decades now. It's been nearly, this year would be, I think, the 22nd year of using Linux. So yeah, I used to customize it all the time and all that kind of stuff, but I'm a bit lazy now. I can't be bothered. I just use plain old Ubuntu. So yeah. I like gaming. Running Linux would make that harder. Depends what you're doing. The games with DRM, especially kernel level DRM, yeah, I think so. However, nowadays, it hasn't been too much of a problem. So I was around for when Valve was opening up Steam for Linux. I sadly missed out on the first round, but I got the second round of invites. And I've been using it since then. I don't actually have Windows installed on this computer, or any computer at my house. So yeah, not Patreon. What am I thinking of? Proton DB. So usually when I'm looking at games, I would double check on here. So for example, Baldur's Gate. So Baldur's Gate's been rather good. Another game which I'm currently playing is Palworld. Sorry, I had to hit enter. So that's also been another game that's been really good. Haven't had too many problems. Path of Exile. Path of Exile's actually been rather good. I haven't had any crashes with Path of Exile 2. However... Oh, alright. That's an oldish game, though. Yeah, you do get some bought games in here that just don't work. So, yeah. Monster Hunter World, Apex, alright. Apex, I spelt wrong. So it's silver, if it's that particular Apex. Monster Hunter World. Alright, so that's gold. Platinum means there's no problem whatsoever, but gold means runs perfectly after a few tweaks. And usually some of the tweaks are as simple as switching and setting some options. So, yeah. Apex. Apex Legends. Apex Legends is gold. So, yeah. So, yeah. You can always get a secondary hard drive, put Linux on a secondary hard drive separate from Windows. That way you can always fall back onto Windows. That's how I used to have to do it when I first was learning Linux and stuff like that. Yeah, it's come a long way, and I think Valve has really pushed Linux gaming for everyone, especially with the Steam Deck and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a bit hit and miss at the start, especially with their Steam machines. Oh, that was a drop ball. Careful though, Apex seems to have anti-cheat. Alright, cool. QLogic does do a really good point. Yeah, do read the comments. EA is anti-cheat. New anti-cheat broke the game. Alright, cool. Thank you, QLogic. So, yeah, sadly, Apex Legends, no. Which is a pity. So, yeah. What does Apex run on? Because this is done by Respawn. They did, I gotta get a new mouse soon. Titanfall, yep. Oh wow, it runs on the Switch. Yeah, cool. And how are you, QLogic? Hopefully you're going well. Okay, so we've done our little test there. I am going to leave this on just for a little while because I might want to test other sections of NearBeach in a mobile phone mode. Alright, so we've done all that. I'm happy with all of that. I don't have any documentation I want to write out just at the moment. We might as well go into testing. Let's test. Now I don't have an iPhone, so I'm going to use an iPhone with Safari, and we're going to test out and see if we can break NearBeach. So yeah. All right. Let's go team leader. Let's start from the very, very top. So new object, let's create a new organization. Alright, this is local development. Yep, that's correct. EA specifically turned off Linux anti-cheat, including Steam Deck. Oh. Okay. Oop. Oop. I'm tripping over everything. I don't like EA. So, that is annoying. Oh, don't say we got access to that. Oh, okay, that's not bad that they've limited it down to. All right, let's do this, dude. Let's upload him. Oh, all right. Sorry, had an issue uploading the profile image. Oh, yeah, because it's. Oh, this is a bug actually. I am going to take a screenshot of this because iPhone users can upload a movie. All right, let's go into here. It means you can't play it there. Yeah, damn it. Yeah. Sorry, Agent Chronicles. Yeah, it does look like, so when we go in, it does say gold, but this value probably will drop in the next couple of days. When we had a look into it, there's a lot of balk things. So yeah, this will change the balk very soon. Need to find a new game anyways. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't realize ads were running. Terribly sorry. You didn't miss much. So, yeah. Alright. Going into here, I'm going to paste this in. And I'm going to go, iPhone users can upload move file to an organization profile picture. All right, cool. So what we want to do is method 1, log into NearBeach on your iPhone. 2, navigate the menu, search objects, organizations. 3, open an organization. 3, update the profile picture. Alright, expected results. Profile picture is updated. Only pictures from the user's phone can be uploaded. Actual results. Move files can also be uploaded. Well, sometimes that happens, Asian Chronicles. At this time of year, we get a lot less ads because Christmas period has gone, stuff like that. People don't tend to buy a lot of things at this time of year. So sometimes there's just no one bidding on my stream to show ads, so you get lucky. Alright, submitted, assigned to me. This will be organizations. We won't put a version in. We'll just do that. Alright, cool. Going back into this. So I'm going to upload a profile picture. Oh my god, don't say they've... Ah, good. They've covered it. Alright, that is good. Because that would be awkward if they didn't cover the picture or the camera. Oh, also you subbed, you don't get ads. Awesome. Yes, that's probably why. Okay, I'm just going to put browser stack. Oh, that photo might be a little too large. Hopefully this one isn't that large. Ooh. Alright, let's have a look. No, that's all running fine. So I want to stop and I want to rerun because I want the screen up. I'm going to do that one more time. Okay, bad request, post organization. Oh, 400. Now, I don't know if this is a bug on the iPhone part or... because I'm assuming those JPEGs aren't that big. So I'm going to take a photo. Yeah. All right. Let's test this locally. Actually, let's do one where I haven't. Now that might be a very big photo, so I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to do the profile pictures. I'm going to do the Joker. See, all right. We have an issue where the user's not getting any feedback why they can't upload that photo. So that's a UI UX issue. All right, user not getting. All right, hang on. Okay, method 1, log into NearBeach to navigate to a organization. 3, upload a profile picture that is too large. Expected results, user gets a response why the image won't work. Actual results, user just says there is an issue. All right, cool. Easy done. And what we want to do is we are doing that, we're doing that, we're doing that, and we're doing that. We are going to actually put this as a major priority because, yeah, this will cause confusion. This would be UI UX. And yeah, this is something we would want to fix. So going back here, this is perfectly fine. I'm just going to hit refresh because we should be getting, when we upload things, we should be getting that traffic and so forth like that. So yeah, uploading stuff should work perfectly fine. If I hit update organization, that should work perfectly fine. This is a bit of a jumble down here. This is, so we've got organization, document uploads, associated and stuff like that. If I actually do a document upload, see, that works. And then I can actually open that up. Okay, cool. Oh, it really sucks. Yes, good girl. All right. So another UI UX issue I can spot is this cluster here. So we are going to, we've been rather stringent on ourselves now. We're like, all right, cool. We need to start focusing on UI UX. We need to fix up everything around here because that's probably one of the pain points of NearBeach. Is, yeah, the UI UX isn't that crash hot. Oh, I hate that bug. I gotta click this, and then gotta keep this open, and then I gotta... Alright, UI/UX, organization... the parents module tab control is too clustered. This is going to affect multiple different areas. On mobile phone, the tab section is a cluster F. We will need to look at different solutions on how we can fix this section. Alright, cool. I'm gonna go normal. There's definitely a bug. It's definitely submitted. Yep. This is UI UX. No versions needed. We'll just go create. Alright, cool. Organization contracts. Contacts, sorry. Oh, if anyone just saw that. Alright, that was a bit of a weird tab. But then again, we're on the phone. We don't know. Yeah. And I can't upload anything here, but what we could do is go over here, we can hit refresh, organization contacts, in here, we can click on this. Yeah, let's pick that one, update customer. There we go. Cool. I'm as team leader. Team leader has four. Yeah, team leader. Yeah, team leader can see this. All right, cool, not a problem. And then if team leader clicks on it, it'll be like that. Sorry, I'm just thinking about these particular buttons at the moment. I think I'm gonna definitely gonna have a look at those. That needs to be fixed. I hate when that happens. Right, so we're going to paste those in there. And we're going to be like deleting customer on mobile, confirmation buttons need proper layout. This will be UI/UX. So we're just going to add in a little notice the. I'm going to shrink this. Notice the new keep customer and yes delete customer don't line up. It looks weird. We'll need to play around with how these buttons sit on a mobile device. So on a sort of normal page, if we go into admin, we go delete, you notice that they're kept at a separate sort of thing, but on a mobile, we'll need to think about how users interact with this. It might be that this doesn't actually fit in here properly, and we'll need to sort of shrink the button size on mobile. another thing we could potentially do is, depending on the mobile size, what wording gets put in there. Yeah, well, I'll figure it out. But we've got a bug to actually sort of track it and be like, all right, cool guys, this needs to be fixed. This is a bit weird. As UI, UX. Okay. So, I'm just checking when our next ad break is. Quite a while. All right, cool. Don't worry. All right. Going into here. No keep customer. Yeah, I do like that. Please confirm deletion and stuff like that. All right, cool. Yep, that's perfectly fine. I just scrolled up and refreshed the page. Is that a thing? All right. Another thing I want to do is let's rotate the device. I like that how it just sticks in. Oh. All right. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Another thing we could do is we could fix up that profile picture on mobile phones and stuff like that. Yeah. All right. Not a problem. We've done new objects. Let's do a new Kanban board. The iPhone board. Let's say we don't have blocked. All right. All right. This is so I'm left-handed. I would, if I'm looking at the phone, I would scroll on the right-hand side. But if you're right-handed, you'll need to. So there is a problem here. I don't know if people spotted it, but if I up and down on here, this is dragging and dropping things. That's meant to represent someone scrolling. If you're right-handed, the left-hand side should have a space where none of that is connected. All right. So this is going to be a UI UX bug. I'm going to close that. So UI, UX, new Kanban board. Users are having trouble scrolling past the levels / columns. All right. And it is a function. It is a feature we want to actually implement. So we do want people being able to drag and drop those items around. Now, me being a left-handed person, I would put the like the blank space on the right, so that so I could hit the empty space and do that. However, the vast majority of people are right-handed, so I need to put the empty space on the left side so when they can reach their thumb across and do that. Because it's easier if you reach across and scroll than it is to curl up your thumb and do it that tiny little bit. So, potential fix. Add some margin to the left-hand side of the cards. This gives enough space for the user to scroll past. whilst also keeping the drag and drop functionality. Left-hand side as a right-handed person's thumb will stretch out to that location. All right, cool. That's not going to be hard. In fact, we can solve that one tonight. I'm just going to go major because, yeah, it is going to be a problem. It is submitted to me, UI/UX. All right, cool. Sweet. All right, so I want to put completed down here. I want to delete blocked. Okay. So delete looks like it's working. And if I double click that, there might be a bit of lag between the server and what I'm doing. Oh, is double click not working? I know. There we go. There's a bit of lag, that's why. Fun done. Actually, I'll just say done. All right, save changes. Mock that up instantly. Done goes back down there. Yeah, that. At Kanban. All right, so in here we should have backlog. We should have in progress and done. Sweet. And then what we can do is we can create a new card and say run 5 miles. All right. Cool. And then that you can kind of drag it like that. Or this particular feature, the card block position, was actually given to us by a user who was like, yeah, I'm trying to scroll and all that kind of stuff, and I'm just picking up these cards. So yeah, so that's moving perfectly fine. That functionality should be working. I can't see anything that should cause problems with it. So yeah, all right. I'm going to go menu. I'm going to edit Kanban board. And we've got a break starting in 5 minutes. Movement is locked. All right. Yeah, that's the same issue. But we've got the movement locked in here. So I'm going to keep that movement locked. And then we've got the public links and delete board and close board. And then back to Kanban board. We should have another back to Kanban board. Yeah, let's say that. Kanban edit board should have a backboard hyperlink at the top of, just under the header. Yeah, cool. That'll be normal. We can fix that one tonight. Cool. So we've got 2 more bugs we can fix tonight. So the new Kanban board, yeah, we can do that very, very quickly. Both of those we can do very quickly. The UX UI deleting, we can play around with that one. So we are supporting phones all the way down to the iPhone 6 size. Nothing smaller than that. Anything smaller than that, we're like, sorry, it's inappropriately small at that particular point. Excuse me, I just dropped my whiteboard marker. All right. So yeah, we're picking the iPhone 6. We'll probably move away from the iPhone 6. I don't know when. All right. So, definitely won't support those particular version. Yes, sweetie. We want to see the cumulative version the other way. So it's probably... that's going to get smaller and smaller and smaller. And yeah, it's been nearly 13 years. Yeah, I should start, yeah. Alright, oh, yeah. Came out 2014. Alright. So it's been over 10 years. I actually want iPhone usage. Yeah, I know Apple is that, but I want an iPhone version. Not helpful. What I'm trying to find is, at one particular point, where's my cutoff point? If I'm, supporting something that's going to probably be 0.1% of the market, it's not worth it. So if I bump this off to the left, we've got this little thing up here. I'll bump that back off to the, actually no, I'll do that. So in here we can see this. So the 678, that's the size of the 678. So if we go to NearBeach, in here, this is what it'll look like. And we're like, all right, cool. How many 678s are out there? If there's enough people to justify me being like, all right, cool, I'll still support this particular size, then I will. Otherwise, I will start looking at increasing the sizes till I go, all right, cool. Yeah, this is very small. So, yeah. However, that being said, 6, 7, 8, I'm kind of like, all right, yep, when did the 8 come out? (2017), yeah, I will continue supporting this version just because the size is the same. Anyway, we are in ads, and I will be right back. I'm going to get myself a Friday drink. The door's open. All right. Anyway, our ad's still on. 25 seconds. All right, cool. We're going to solve this, and then we'll get back into things. So yeah, going on with the discussion, because 8 came out in 2017. That was 8 years ago when it finally does. I'm like, yeah, I'll keep supporting that particular size of screen. There will be a point where I'll be like, nah, too small, or the phone's old, or no one's using it, and stuff like that. So, yeah. It just gives me that much. A couple of pixels is a lot sometimes. It's a lot. Yeah. Anyway, we should be back. Yes, we are. Welcome back, everyone. So, we're happy with that coming out. Alright. I was having a look at this. I'm going to go, yes, we'll support that. I'll have to come back to that one. Because I don't know... I've got a couple of ideas, and we can research it. So I'm lowering my desk. Oh, my knees are getting old. Okay, so I'm just going to stop this particular session at the moment because we're actually quite happy with it. What I want to do is boot. We're going to research that. So these are the tabs. Okay. We're going to research how we can improve that. So my tags, I said tabs, but responsive mobile navigation, change tags to drop down button. That might work. I mean, we're already using the drop down button in a couple of places. So if we find all objects once again, let's go to the Kanban. We've got it over here. And the idea being is we've got a bunch of different things that we wanted to do and stuff like that. So that is an idea. Another idea I'm having is we can have a scroll functionality added to it. Because yeah, we do have quite a lot. So my tags are taking a lot of space on the mobile device. There are several choices, and I'm trying to determine what direction I should go and what is easily possible. Turn the tab to text into tab icon to save space and just have them line up where they are. Turn all tabs into text into a drop-down button at the top right, like they do with most mobile apps. And that's another thing. I could look at mobile apps and stuff like that and be like, all right, what do you do? in this sort of case. I think I generally know how to do 1, but wouldn't it be better to do number 2 because everyone expects that? Also, there's little problems. How do I do this? Set up mobile navigation with a button and make it responsive. Another thing we could potentially do is an accordion. But I don't think they're... So an accordion is one of these. But I don't think it looks that nice. So I'm probably going to go no. So, yeah. Yeah, definitely not an accordion. Alright, so make it responsible. Perhaps someone with more knowledge can suggest a best approach for 1 and 2, and a brief summary of what to do to get number 2. Alright, cool. Alright, so that's the original thing. Here are 2 more links about drop-downs. Convert a menu to a drop-down for a small screen. Alright, 2011. Yep, alright. This is old. Yeah, drop-downs should be the UI of last resort. Yep, alright, cool. Yep, we only use it as... Yeah. It was a last resort for us. Okay, cool. After reading the last one, perhaps using icons is a better choice. And that could be done. We've set up the new icon system in NearBeach. But it would mean that we will have to have an icon for not a new object, find object, list organizations, fluffy butt. Organization contacts. So we need a button for that. That makes sense. Documents, the button, yeah, we can get that. Associated objects. A bit harder to do. MISC. Once again, a bit harder to do. Notes. I mean, I can think of a couple of logos. Admin, couple of logos for that too. Then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, 6 icons would fit along there perfectly fine. So what I want to do, go into here. Let's open up this ticket. Let's actually write down these ideas. Actually, I want to edit this. One, turn the text into icons on mobile phone. Cool, easy done. Add the ability to horizontally scroll the tabs. Another one. Implement a drop-down menu. Last resort. All right. Going back to here. This thread asks about one navigation idea. Item to navbar. What? All right. Let's. We've already got a navbar. But I don't build my own navigation. There's too many out there that are already set up for stuff because you can choose tab system instead of nav system. This means that you have to do all the work. So Yes, I would leave it alone. It wraps very nicely until many navs do multiple rows. Up to you though. If you're truly after a normal nav, then definitely add another nav to the page. Alright, cool. I have an opinion. What do you think of the idea? If you have the space for an icon before the tabs wrap, then you can add icons for all screen sizes. It will make more sense. Yep. Okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, we're definitely not doing the accordion. So, we've got a couple of ideas. I might chuck them out there, get some feedback on that. So yeah, I know one of our users uses their mobile phone quite a lot for using NearBeach and so forth like that. So definitely want their input for this. I think icons would win, and it should be too hard to set up. So yeah. All right, cool. I'll leave that for the moment. That will close. That will keep open. That will close. So we won't work on this at the moment. I want to get this fixed. Because users shouldn't be able to do that. So, yeah. Alright. Let's fix some bugs. So, I'm going to start from the very, very top. iPhone users can upload a .movie file. So, I'm going to close that, going to close that, going to close that. Going to keep that one open, but we're going to have a local host on here. We're going to go into the organizations. We're going to go into Fluffy Butt. We've got this update profile picture. I'm just going to go... I think this is it. Because I think we've got a... I should be finding this. Hang on, what is the name called? Update profile picture. Oh, don't say we don't use this anywhere else. Alright, we're going to have to go the long way. So, NearBeach, source, JavaScript components, office, or not office, sorry, organizations, organization information. We're going to click on this. We're going to scroll down, rebind, and upload. Alright, cool. Yeah, we don't use it there. Alright, not a problem. So, we've got an upload. And I'm not limiting it. Yeah, I know that's weird of me not limiting the socks. So I could go into, let's say, downloads and use one of those. Oh, that's terrible of me. All right, naive UI. This is an upload. No socks. So I'm looking, auto-gen list, default list, thumbnail list, custom request. Oh, all right. Abstract, Boolean, false. Determine or not reference just support with image card type. Alright. The accepted type of upload. See accepted. Alright, so we've got accept as a string. And here we are. Alright, so we just need to essentially do all of this. Examples. Sweet. I think this is what we just need. So we just need accept. Oh, damn it, socks. Stop sitting on my mouse. Alright. Okay. So, I've just added in the accepted. Let's see if this works. So we're going to go into organization things. We're going to make sure we disable the cache. We're going to hit refresh. We're going to upload stuff, and we're going to... Ooh. We can't find any more images now. Now, we're going to replicate this on the iPhone 15. We're going to go into Safari. Let's do that right now. We're going to do this and make sure we've got it working. Sorry, this takes a little while. It does auto turn off these devices if you leave it inactive for a while. So we're going back into Fluffy Butt. We're going to upload a picture. We're going to go to the photo library. And we no longer see any of the videos. Alright. I'm going to say bug is ready for retesting. So, what I want to do, remove static. Git status, git add, git commit. Oh, hold on. There's other places where this will be affected. For example, if we actually go into my profile, this upload picture profile has the same thing. So if we go update profile picture in here, we've got the end load and stuff like that. That's all fine and dandy, that stuff. We'll just paste it at the end. We're gonna hit npm run prod very, very quickly. And then we hit refresh. Perfect. Let's also try the customer. So we're going to fix multiple issues at the same time that we know are going to pop up. So if we go custom information, we scroll up, we then hit the end upload, paste it in, and we're like, all right, cool, yeah. This is going to fix this easily. I'm trying to remember where else we're doing. So customers profile, I think that's it. So remove. So bug fix, even though this is actually fixing multiple things, we haven't actually labeled all the bugs, that's perfectly fine. We're just going to say, yeah, this is all going to be fixed. All right, done. This is ready for retesting, so we want to go back into here. We want to go UI UX, deleting custom on mobile, customer, that should be on mobile. confirmation buttons need proper layout. So we're just going to click on that and we're going to be like, all right, cool. We're just going to go over here. We're going to bump into this mobile view. I'm going to pop this off to the right so you guys can actually see this. We're going to use iPhone 6, 7, 8. We are going to go to this menu. We're going to go find objects. We're going to go customers. We're going to go, oh, there's this socks fluffy. We're going to admin. We're going to delete. And that worked perfectly fine there. That's how it's meant to be. I'm going to add list. All right. Oh, I just spotted one thing. Oh, I wasn't meant to do that. Definitely not that. Definitely not that. I can't do it from that menu. Alright, give me a couple of seconds, sorry. Okay, cool. Sorry, I've been meaning to do something for months and I keep forgetting. I just remembered then. Alright, we've got the iPhone 12, 13. Oh, alright, so on the mini. Yeah. Alright, so these buttons are just too big. So what we could do is get Bootstrap, buttons. You got your normal, you got your large, your small, and your customs. If we do small buttons, that will work. And the thing is, nah, they both need to be small. All right, not a problem. We can do this. I'm going to say button small here. This is a rare case where the buttons themselves are quite large. That's because we want to be very definitive, being like, no, keep the customer, or yes, delete the customer. So we're being very definitive here of, hey, this is what this button will do. That's by design. So if we search for this, alright, there it is. So I think in this sort of case, having the small buttons will work perfectly fine. This will also work with organization too. So I'm just going to go npm run prod very, very quickly. This won't take too long to actually do. And then when the ad break starts, I'm going to run off and quickly grab some food because I have only had a muffin today. So I'm going to hit refresh. I'm going to hit admin. I'm going to hit delete customer. Ooh. I'm sure it's button small, right? Oh, I've made a mistake. Easy mistake to make. There we go. So we are going to quickly test this on the iPhone. Make sure this works because we tested it on the iPhone. We found it on the iPhone. We might as well go back to the iPhone and test it. So yeah, give me a second whilst this boots up. And we should go team leader. And that looks a lot better. Smaller, but at the same time, you really have to move your thumb from one to the other. So I'm going to say that is fixed. So this will now be ready for retesting. We're going to click on this. We're going to go over here. We're going to go remove static, git status, git add, git commit, bug fix. Add that in, go git push. All right, so we've done that one, we've done that one. We've got the UI/UX Kanban edit board should have back to board hyperlink just above the header. This is pretty easy, this particular one. So we already have something similar to that elsewhere in NearBeach. So for example, if I click on this, I go to, let's say, groups, and I click in this group. I'm like, okay, great, back to group list. Back to that. All right, cool. Now, the thing is, we do have a button on the page that does the same thing. Yeah. Because the thing is, if people make changes on that particular thing, yeah, all right, not a problem. Let's close all tabs. Let's minimize everything. Let's open up NearBeach. Let's open up source. Let's open up JavaScript. Let's open up the components. Let's open up the Kanban board. Kanban. And then we want to open up the Kanban edit board. And then up here, we're copying what we did with the users. It's pretty easy to do. We just go down to users information. So that just has something like that. And that is actually set in a wrong format. It should be, sorry, it should be like that. That's readable. And then we paste this in, it will be, if we actually scroll down with the button back to board, back to Kanban board, like so. Oh, I'm going to do npm run watch. Oh, prod in this sort of case. Gonna hit refresh. I am going to go into find object. Oh, we're just on our ad break. I'm going to be right back. We have Socks over here who will keep everyone entertained. Yeah, I need food, so I'll be right back. Right, sorry about that. It took longer than I wanted to. Yeah. I'll leave it on like that. All right. So we've got that now. If we go to a Kanban board, we go into the edit Kanban board. We've now got it up at the top, so users can click this and go back. I'm pretty happy. So that will be ready for retesting. So this will be remove static, status sketch, add. Oh, hang on. No, that's my food. Stop. No, no. Get away from my food. Claire's wondering what's happening. Socks is looking at my food. And she's like, you know what? I want that food. I want to eat that food. All right. We've done that one. That one's ready for retesting. And then we've got the last one, the UI UX, new Kanban board users having trouble scrolling past the, yeah, alright, cool. So, what we want to do, well, what was the last one? Oh yeah, we won't need to test that on the iPhone. I'm going to close these, I'm going to minimize this, I'm going to open up this, I'm going to open up source, I'm going to open up JavaScript components, I am going to open up Kanban, and I'm going to click on new Kanban board. And then what we're going to do is we're going to figure this one out. This one is going to take a little bit longer. So, opening up the Kanban board, I'm going to go this, I'm going to go find an object, I'm going to go new object, and I'm going to go new Kanban board. I'm going to right hand click, I'm going to inspect this. So this is part of that row. Now, if we have something like that. It looks weird. I don't like it. I definitely don't like that. I mean, we could potentially do that, but if we were to do that, we would do that. But that also hits that button too, which also doesn't look good on mobile. Bit of dilemma, this one. Okay, yeah, let's hit refresh. There's a couple of problems. I reckon this HR, if I duplicate this tab, let's have a look at it. So, we've got this HR to break the button away. So, that kind of does work. If I get rid of that, we've got that coming up a little bit close, but what we could do is we could add a margin bottom 4, We could do that. We could get rid of that H. And I'm going to say that looks nice. Yeah. Definitely looks a lot nicer. So I'm going to do that first. I'm going to run npm run watch. So I'm going to scroll up, board name, yep, all that kind of stuff. HR, yep, cool. Columns and levels, yep. Column property order. Kanban property order. So part of the draggable, I'm going to remove it from here. Now that's going to affect a couple of places, but that's going to be fine. Like that. And then we had margin top and margin, so now be margin Y. And hey, Nocturnal! How are you? I am pushing a fix for Pips. Pip tonight. It was a weird bug. It was a really weird bug. Yeah, I can't complain. Can't complain at all. I can complain about that weird bug. So I replicated it, then I couldn't replicate it, and then I replicated it again. Yeah. Yeah. I'll show you. All right. I haven't put it in main just yet. It was this. So the Kanban card would update and it will save. Then it did another thing and then it would save again. And for some strange reason, this save would override the levels and stuff like that. Sometimes, not all the time. I was able to replicate it. So I removed those saves and just put it at the end. Yeah. So it was weird because I replicated it. I was like, Pip, yeah, I replicated it. Cool. I'm going to do this. And then went through my whole thing, and it wasn't until I was like doing it, I was like, wait a minute, if I save twice, it works perfectly fine, but if I save once, it doesn't. Don't know why the other button, when I hit save and exit, it would set it. It was weird. So yeah, if I get rid of those and just have it once, it works perfectly fine. Yeah. So now that I know that is a happened, yeah, it's solved. So yeah. Where was I? I was on this particular screen. I was doing that. I think, yeah, I did a MY. Yep, there it goes. That's looking better. Got to refresh on this page. That's looking a lot better. What I want to do is now I want to add a HR that only appears on mobile. Now I am... Oh, I don't have a hide on desktop and stuff like that. All right. All right, so what I want to do is I want to add in a div class equals, oh, I wonder if Bootstrap has hide on desktop now. Not part of a collapse, off campus, tooltips, no. Popovers, no. Drop downs, no. Hidden only on... Alright. No. Visible on all. Visible only on small. That's what we want. And for those wondering, I'm eating cucumbers, which I grew in my backyard. They've taken over, help me. Oh God, help me, they've taken over. All right, so pane does appear. So we need pane to disappear around about there. Okay, not a problem. We just do this. Ah, all right. That won't take too long to compile. We got no pane here. And we've suddenly got pane. All right, cool. So instead of pane, what we want is a simple HR. And with this, we want margin Y being a 4. No, it's going to be a 1. We do want that space at the bottom, at the top, at the bottom. So I'm going to refresh. There it goes. There's enough space in there. We're happy with that. Boom. Okay, cool. So what I want to do is I want to go back to the iPhone 6, 7, 8. All right. We had it. All right, I'm adding pane back in. We now wait. Pane has compiled. I'm going back into display this. We'll play around with this until we get to work. So hidden only on that. So pane will appear on this, not on this one, but this one it will. So don't know if that will work, but we'll find out in a second. Let's hit refresh. Worst case scenario, I can write my own class in class. All right. Now I'm going to get rid of pane. I'm also having a look at this. I mean, that's fairly in the center. When we look at this, it isn't anymore. Because the HR has more in the, alright. That's not a problem. It's because we've got the margin top I'm going to have as a 1, and I'm going to leave the bottom one as a 0. So I'm going to hit a refresh. Maybe we needed a mount top to be a 2. Or maybe a 3. Alright. Done. Alright, so we're rather happy with that. The next step is we could do something like that. And that will give us the ability for the users to scroll by. I'm just seeing if there is anything like Tailwind, and I don't think there is, where we can be like, all right, margin this when it's like this and so forth like that. There isn't. So we're going to have to find this particular class and give it a name, and then use Sass to deal with it. Won't be a problem, very easy to do. So go into here, Kanban property order. we're after, so this will be the div. We can in fact get rid of that div. All right. So this is part of the draggable stuff. It's my way. I'm just gonna hit refresh. It's my so it's this particular one. Ooh. And what are we calling this? This is the Kanban property order. So I'm going to call it that, Kanban property order. I'm assuming. All right, there isn't a class of it yet, and I hit escape. Thank you very much. I didn't hit F1. I am going to go down to SAS. I'm going to go into the components. I'm going to go Kanban, and what we're going to do, Kanban property order. We're going to do that. And straight away, margin. We're going to add in a margin. So we had margin y is 4. So that's 1.5 rem. Auto. So that should work with the auto. And then what we need to do. We said 45 pixels, didn't we? No, I'm going to go auto. And then I'm going to go max width is 80% on mobile. And then what we want to do is media. And we want to paste in this at media. Max width is now 100%. However, we want to grab this properly, so we're scaling this up. We pop it. 767. Yeah, max width. I always get this wrong. No, that is not the... Alright. So, anything about that should be perfectly fine. We've now got to wait, sadly, several seconds. I always get this wrong. Every single time. One day I'll sit down and be like, all right, this is it. And memorize it. Come on, let's go to... Don't say it hasn't built yet. There you go. That took forever. All right, so we've got this at 20%. So 10% on either side is enough width for the user to get past. All right, with their thumb. All right, yep. And we're in ad time. How's everyone going? Really, it's been half an hour already. I can't believe that. All right, we got one of these. All right, getting these little tiny sides done. All right, we need that down into there. Yeah, all right, cool. Getting that down to there. Now we're at the 3x3 stage, so we solve this like a 3x3. So we just do that, and then we do that like that, that like that, and then that like that, and then we go like that. All right, and I think we should be back by now. Yeah, there you go. Welcome back, everyone. All right, so we've done that. So the idea is now the person can scroll by without being affected. So yeah, let's do that. Let's go over here. Let's do this. Let's go remove static. Let's go get status. Get add. We've got our bug fixes, paste that in, and we just go git push. All right, I feel like we're ready for a release. So this is ready for retesting. So I'm gonna go npm audit. Sweet, npm run prod. And we're going to do a quick release. So yeah. Whilst that's happening, I am going to quickly do this. All right. All right, we now need to do the end-to-end tests. Debug mode has to be on. Yep. npm run e2e. Now I think because we've edited the database and all that kind of stuff, we might need to not double check everything. I am going to go to Circle CI. I am double checking on our other pipelines. So everything else has been working perfectly fine. I'm going to say with high confidence that this particular thing will work perfectly fine. We do know that this is going to come up with a couple of errors, but it shouldn't be that many. It should be the known errors that we know about. One day I will write a, So we've got fail 31, the admin notification information. This particular one, we've deleted that notification. So otherwise everything's Firefox. Yeah, we deleted that notification. That's perfectly fine. If we actually rebuild the database with the fixtures, it'll pass without a problem. So I'm happy with all of that moving forward. So I want to go git status. Oh, I've got to double check something first. I've got to do the images themselves. So NearBeach, test results, shake out. We're just doing the admin very, very quickly. Making sure that none of the things are broken from what we can tell. All right, I am happy. So now that we've done that, we're going to go git add, git commit, release 0.31.59. And then we go to GitHub. Compare and pull. Develop. Now, we've got bug fixes, but we've also got this feature request. So I'm going to put the feature request at the top. Kanban levels will now collapse and expand when the user clicks anywhere on the green bar, header bar. Oh yeah, the green bar, yeah, let's just put it like that. And that's just going to be something, and then with the bug fixes, we've got something like this. We're going to go into here, ready for retesting. We're going to click on this. We're going to issue everything so it's in a particular order. We're going to click on this. We're going to click on this. And this is where I start closing all my tabs that I don't need open. Yep, that's perfectly fine. We're going to copy all of that. I'm going to create the pull request. Now, we know Circle CI is going to build perfectly fine. As for the deep source and stuff like that, that should be perfectly fine. The code analysis, that should be fine. So I'm just going to merge. We're not going to delete the branch. We're going to jump over here and we're going to go down and we're going to create new release. We're going to do 0.31.59. 0.31.59. Generate release notes. That and that. And yeah, cool. In half an hour, yeah, the new NearBeach release will happen. So yeah, 31.59. So pretty exciting stuff. Now we're just got to update our, we can close this. We can now do, these are all fixed. Cool. I then need to do this. This is just some administration stuff now. Update query. Save. Yep, cool. Yeah, you guys get to see all this fun stuff. Show it every single time. Done. Alright, sweet. So now I need to go back to issues. I need to click on what's happening. So we've got 3 lined up for next time, and we've got 9 in the queue. So if I go to nearbeach.org and Braco, I log in very, very quickly. So we've got 9 bugs, 3 scheduled. We've got 59th released on the 24th of January 2025. I am going to save and publish. And then, what else was it that I wanted to quickly do? There was something else. So we've just done the release. I've absolutely forgotten. It's great when that happens. Yeah, I've absolutely and utterly forgotten what I wanted to do. It was something important. I swear to you, it was something important. I've can't think of it. Did the release, updated the docs, updated NearBeach. Yeah, yeah, I can't think of it. Anyway, let's find someone to raid. Okay, Avocado Violet. We haven't raided her before. She says she's doing dynamic programming. But it looks like she isn't. But Theo is on. Yeah, let's do Theo. Yeah, it looks like she wasn't programming, and I kind of want to keep this as programming, so yeah. Yeah, let's raid Theo. Anyway, thank you very much everyone for coming today. It's been wonderful. We got another release out, which is awesome. I won't be here Monday. It's a public holiday, and I've got something on that Monday. So I'll see you guys next Wednesday, which yeah, I haven't thought that far ahead. Hopefully we'll get back into more of the research of what we want to actually implement into NearBeach and start writing things down. So yeah. Anyway, thank you very much everyone, and I do hope you enjoy Theo's stream. So yeah.